can get some different angles here.
Tyler, quit it!
Poop. It looks like poop.
Right?
You always bury what you don't want found.
In this building lies the American Horrorplex down here in Louisville, Kentucky. Today we're going to be talking with Travis and Matt. They're the owners down here. And several of the managers are here too. They're going to show us what all it takes to put on a haunt of this caliber. So without further ado, let's get into Kentucky's highest rated haunted attraction, the American Horrorplex.
We're at the American Horrorplex. This room right now is basically one of our cattle pens, where we start separating out guests and putting them into different groups and let them figure out what they're getting ready to go into by the lights, the sound, the screams, and whoever messes with you through these little holes.
Is that a guard tower up there? What is that?
That is a guard tower. We have very, very cheap employees, so they stay up there. But no, that's just part of our scenery. It's part of the interactiveness. You can see that from the line. You interact with it while you are going through the next scene. So yeah, it's just all part of it. So basically we've got our courtyard where our guests again are being kind of scanned, figured out who they are before they go in for testing, and it's a testing that they never studied for. But out here, unlike most haunts, our chainsaw is one of the first things that you get. So that's kind of get them revved up before they get inside. Because I mean, chainsaws, classic favorite. Everybody loves chainsaws. For a couple of years we got dinged because we didn't have a chainsaw, and so we had to figure out a way to bring it back. We figured it out. For everybody who can see it, this is the Brackenhart Institute for the Criminally Insane. Basically the name given to this location to have a name for the places they did all these wicked, wicked things to people.
So is that, how did they come up with the name Brackenhart?
Well, our two lead doctors at the time, Dr. Bracken and Dr. Hart, they were the people who created the program that we have now, where we make our lumpkins.
The lumpkins?
Lumpkins?
That's a different word.
What's a lumpkin?
The heck is a lumpkin?
So if you go to AmericanHorrorplex.com, you will be able to see all of our backstory and how it interacts with real life history and the horrors that took place in that time. But the lumpkins are little creatures that we put inside you to help control you, to make you bigger, better, and meaner than ever before.
Did he just say they were gonna impregnate us?
They said they're gonna get lumpkins put inside of.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, I don't think this procedure is gonna be YouTube friendly.
So we'll walk through. I've got all the white lights on, and a few of the show lights. A couple of props might go off on us. It's basically just us walking through, seeing all the cool stuff that we've collected over the years.
Travis, what's this razor wire for? Is that to keep us in, or to keep something else from coming in, or?
So it is to protect civilization from what is within the gates.
Oh.
Okay.
Now, don't tell everybody that.
Too late.
Too late.
What the hell is that? What is that?
So these are bits and pieces off of a steam organ that was in one of the local churches here in Louisville, and our facilities manager created it into our electronics for our elevator.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We go way back into making sure that we can repurpose everything that we can find. I mean, everything that we have in this room was found on the side of the road, traded, made in house. It's always just, can we do it instead of just going out and buying something.
You got your, you gotta have your elevator.
Oh yeah.
This takes you from the regular outside world down into, well, what they don't want getting out, basically.
Right, yeah. You always bury what you don't want found.
Yeah.
Right. So we've got all kinds of dental tools. And whoa, hey, whoa.
You never know when something's gonna come out.
Man, no fair. No fair. So in this room, we've got a lot of x-rays that are real, old typewriters, notes from the, notes from the 30s, from somebody's science manual. So, I mean, we really just try to layer as much as we can, so where no matter which way you look, you see something new.
Mm-hmm. And there's always a lot to look at in here too.
Oh yeah.
Like everywhere.
My name's Claudia Rector, and I'm the operations manager and health and wellness coordinator. Do stretching with the actors before they go in the house at night, just to kind of warm their bodies up, make sure that they're good to go. I'm all over the place all night long, rotating through the house at least, 3 to 4 to 5, 6 times an hour, checking on the actors, making sure, and then in between that, grabbing scare cam videos throughout the house and, certain spots to be able to highlight our guys inside there. Also making sure that we have apples, oranges, bananas, Gatorade for everybody, water, just taking care of our whole cast and crew to make sure that they can get through the night, because it's so much high intensity cardio that our actors go through all night long. I make sure, cough drops, make sure all of our actors get cough drops before the night starts, and then running popsicles all night to our guys in the house and outside the house. Yeah, just to cool them down and then get some sugar back in their body, because they are, they're getting rid of a lot of salt and stuff as they're sweating and going all night long, scene after scene after scene. Not only is it kind of cooling them down, but it's putting sugar back into their body after that intensity. I know that since we started doing it, it definitely helps with our actors being able to make it a whole night. We're teaching them about healthy eating. We try to make sure that in the off season, as we get closer to season, that they're starting to acclimate themselves with the weather outside. I've even gone as far as running thermometers and temperatures and watched the temperature in the building raise when all of our actors get in here in that first 15 minutes. It's wild to watch it raise a couple degrees. So I think it translates to a good experience for the customer, because our guys are, top notch and they're going hard all night long. I think it helps with the morale too, because, we provide, granola bars, Pop-Tarts, different things that they can grab real quick and, get a snack and keep their intensity up. I spent 20 years in the Army. So when I look at haunt actors and what they do all night, it's short burst, intense cardio. So in order for them to stay at that level all night and give the best performance, we had to look at, their health factors and things so that we can get that performance out of them and also keep their morale up and keep them, wanting to come and work here.
This room is part of our delousing process. The outside world is scary, and you can bring in bugs, diseases, germs. So we want to make sure that we can bring you in here, get you sprayed down, shake all the bugs off of you, and a few other little surprises happen right there behind you on that bench.
Uh-oh.
Yes, that's one of a kind. Another thing made in-house, and the actress that's in this room is phenomenal. But basically, you'll be trapped.
Oh my. Cozy off.
Whoa.
Until the process is over. Then you can proceed to the rest of the research facility.
So we gotta get sanitized before we can get our lumpkins.
And the bug's shaking off.
Yeah.
Hey, at least they're not putting spiders on me, right? Right?
Not right now, no.
Not right now?
Oh no.
This is one of those rooms that are under construction. We tore a lot out, and we've got
It's totally different.
a new prop that we've got that we're going to squeeze in there, so I'm excited about that room.
You guys will have to come show us or tell us how that was during haunt season, because you never know when we'll get here.
Right. So we've got some old dummies, mannequins, and different things that we've gotten over the years. Our prop master, Gary Rose, he's made Bob here, so whenever the pneumatics go off on him, there's whips and things coming out of his belly. That dummy there has been with us a long, long time.
Will we see anything here from the previous location that you guys worked at that actually burned?
So yes, and whenever I see anything, I'll point it out.
Okay.
There are collectively over 50 haunted houses represented in this building, from yard haunts that have said, hey, we're getting too old to do it, do you want the things, to professional haunts that have closed down, haunts that we do a lot of trading with, back and forth. So we've got lots of representation from the community in here because the community is just so good to us,
Got a nice little meat hallway here.
Yes, yes. If you like meat, this is the place to come. We've got lots of squishy things. We've got lots of hard things.
What is going on back here?
You ask a lot of questions. Some things are just better left untold.
We didn't see that, right?
Oh my.
In this next room, you'll really go ape for some of the stuff we've got. I mean, it drives me bananas.
Bananas?
You go ape.
He's a punny guy.
See?
Wow.
Oh.
Oh wow. Got some
See, I don't know if we've seen a lot of this with the lights on either, so.
No, you probably haven't.
No.
got
Yeah.
some
This is
animal
great.
testing going
Yeah,
on.
this is our animal testing room.
Are these all the recipients of said lumpkins?
Yes, or rejects from the lumpkins.
Oh.
So one of my favorite props right here, custom made. This is Stanley.
Oh my.
Holy cow, that one got me good. Good job.
He got me too.
Good job. Oh yeah, he's going ape in here.
He's going ape.
That's Stanley. He's being autopsied to see what the ramifications of putting a lumpkin in you was.
Oh my.
So our next room is somewhat controversial. We call it our birther room because lumpkins have to come from somewhere, right?
Uh-oh.
Right.
So inside.
Oh my. Oh God. What the heck was that? Oh. They're stalking us in here,
I love
Travis.
Inside, this young lady right here gives birth to life.
Is that
to
a lumpkin?
Yes, that is a type of lumpkin.
A type of lumpkin.
Yeah,
So
there's
there's multiple types.
Well, yeah, we got that little guy there. That's a little lumpkin.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
We got.
I don't know whether to pinch his cheek or smash him.
Well, behind you is another weird
Oh.
experimental.
Oh God. Yeah.
Oh.
We've got the big lumpkins.
Oh God.
Oh
You
my.
know, the big ones.
That is a big
Nora,
one.
that's not the one.
That's a big, big lumpkin. One of
we got-
these.
Now this one's the
Ew,
one here.
no.
That's the one there.
Yeah.
No. I don't need any of that.
It's really cool.
I don't need
But one of the things that we try to do is add scare holes. Scare holes.
Scare holes.
Whatever we can.
Fill all the scare holes.
Wow.
So we can get people.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Right? See?
Nice.
But yeah, we've got those spread out about
This is
everywhere.
why I spend my time screaming in here, because I don't notice these holes.
All right. Get in close like you
I
like
know,
each
I
other.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Ah! Hurry up. It's in my ear.
We'll get some different angles here.
Tyler, quit it.
So this is our day room. Basically, all the patients have to have some kind of recreation, right? But again, about all those different haunts that have helped us out over the years, you know, that came from Devil's Attic, our big water buffalo. This guy from Asylum Haunted Scream Park.
Oh, wow.
Nightmare on Edgewood. I mean, we just got a lot of stuff from a lot of people, and I'm always just so thankful for everybody. So without the haunt community that we've had here locally and abroad, we couldn't have made it over all the years we have.
You got some kind of pharmacy or something here, or what do we?
Basically, our nurse station, you know, where our nurses make sure that all of our people get their pills and their injections and their Depends.
Oh yeah.
There depends.
Right.
Is
So
this
that
one?
you turn into that.
That one's the dentist, right?
Oh, yeah. All teeth. This is our cafeteria. It's
Oh,
award-winning
yeah.
foods. It's some of the best stuff you'll find at our price range.
Can't beat it for the price.
Right. But we've got an amazing actor in there. Gosh, you all have got film. I love him. He's great. What he does is amazing.
And this looks like might be where he's keeping some of his supply, maybe.
His meat locker. Now, a lot of our rooms have some Easter eggs.
Uh-oh.
And this one, I don't know if anybody can tell what that Easter egg is. Lindsay, you want to help me pull that apart a little bit?
It says baby, right?
Yeah. Anybody know what that is? Folks at home, please leave a comment and let us
Comment
know
below.
where that Easter egg is from.
Comment below, what is this from? Winners will receive 2 free tickets to American Horrorplex.
This is one of my favorite rooms too, just because the old school gags with the fishing line and, you know, getting all that in people's faces and everything. We've got pulled up now because we're pulling stuff back and through, but I love that old gag. This next room, padded cell, phenomenal. The actress that was here for years just killed it and keeps killing everything that we ever have her do. But I always liked this room because false sense of hope for the door.
Oh.
And then finally you figure out you've got to slide down through here.
Oh my.
Gotta get low.
Oh
Get
my.
low,
Oh
Tyler.
my. Come on, Lindsay. All right. Oh, there's been
There's been something.
something going on in here.
It's something.
Oh my. It's not gonna be
Oh, good God. It was quick.
Now,
Ooh, there's that poopy thing over there. Okay.
Well,
I
speaking
get
of
where we
poopy.
are now, even though you
yeah.
showed
I'm
me.
going to let
Oh.
Jessie take it away for a minute.
Oh, God.
There you go.
Because this is her room. This room was made for Jessie.
So I'm Jess, and I am this year going to be a zone lead. I'm also part of the makeup team, and I'm an actress. That just looks like at a normal night to have fun, like just to come in and be able to have fun and kind of let loose. And that's the part you look forward to. Being on the makeup team, I do some of the prosthetics, kind of getting those laid. We're the first stop when you come in outside of like checking in with Matt.
you spend a lot of time with that person, getting them in character and getting them together. So that's a really special part, kind of like building the bonds with people on the front line. And then zone lead, we've got the house broke down into sections, and the person assigned for that zone is going to be like a real-time acting coach for the people that are in there. If maybe something's not quite meshing how it should be, we'll switch it around and say, hey, let's try this. Maybe let's duo act this scene together, kind of see what we can do differently each time, because every customer that comes through deserves an experience, and sometimes it's not the same experience, but it might be a better experience for that person.
What have you got, Jesse?
So this is my bedpan.
Your bedpan.
For Dookie Pearl's dinner for the evening.
Oh my.
Usually during season I'll make actual poop that I'll just be eating and kind of spreading on stuff, brushing your teeth with it, the mounds of teeth on the face, brush them with the poop. You gotta keep yourself clean, you know?
Exfoliated.
What's great is we sell used poopy toothbrushes in our lobby.
Oh my gosh. You can get your
Only
own
Travis.
poopy toothbrush.
Okay, all right, so what is this actually? Because it's not.
So this is gonna be perma poo. It's
Perma-
on the top of it.
Oh, it's actual.
And then underneath here is just like sponges and gauze that's built like into the shape of it.
Now, the poo that you make at home, it's a special blend of...
It's actually going to be oatmeal, just a little bit of chocolate syrup, and some brown like dye that you would use for food. And you kind of mix it all together till it's super, super thick, and bake it in the oven just for a little bit, and it turns into like almost kind of like a clay putty. And when you mix it with water all night and the mouth effects that I've got in my mouth, it kind of crumples into like a really nasty kind of concoction.
Oh, and the oatmeal probably looks like who knows what inside.
poop. It looks like poop.
Right?
Yeah.
It's the dried up piece.
I was going to say corn, but
You get a lot of code greens in here. And there's
Oh,
smells
God.
in here.
Yeah,
like
you pair
it's
it with the fart spray.
The
it
smells
makes
are
it
real bad.
nasty.
I say it's cool you guys do that because the gross out scare is something we don't see as often anymore.
Yes.
Well, and it's such a fun room to watch.
Yes.
We installed a camera
Oh,
so
yeah.
our security guys can just laugh all night. It's great.
Right.
It is great. This room, it is a room under construction. It is painted black from here down and not from here up. And that is for a reason that I will discuss later.
Holy moly. We found the ape again.
Hunters in training there, folks.
Yes.
This might be, as far as I know, I haven't seen it done, and because we so strongly always want to keep the theme alive, we don't this is a research facility. There won't be clowns. There won't be Michael Myers, Jason. There won't be things that would not exist between 1944 and 1964 in a research facility. So I got a new prop that I want to test in here, but it has to fit, right? So let's see if it works. Fingers crossed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm really intrigued.
Right?
Trying to bring up a few
It
scores.
has something to do with the black wall?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
There's this there's a
Okay.
review site out that's really on my ass about some scores, so I'm trying to.
Scare factor scores,
Might be talking about you, Lindsay.
He's talking about you.
All of the similar clothes and fabric hanging from the ceilings and around the room. You can imagine how an actor zipping through here is going to kind of disappear. Same illusion as like zebras give to the hunting lions whenever all of them herd up, and it's like, what the am I looking at?
Yeah, where they go, what's real, what's not.
Absolute. My name is Chris Benner, and I am the front of house manager and the wardrobe manager. We set up for opening each night, like turning on, getting the front of house show on. Yeah, type deal, getting our actors set up, making sure the photos are working. During the night, we'll make adjustments to acts if we need, like monitor the line actors. If I feel confident in what we got going on act-wise, I'll jump into costume and go out there myself or come in-house and have fun. But that is an opportunity to connect with the guest as they're waiting in the line, and sometimes that line, especially closer to Halloween we get, can be a little timely. My favorite thing about all of this, like acting-wise, is being able to connect with the guest and like engage.
And this is our wardrobe room.
quick and don't ever look in one direction too long because you never know what you will see. My table here likes to can fold up during off season or whenever we're getting new storage and such in, and I like comfort, so a nice comfy couch is always good in a room you spend a lot of time in. I got over here, like, these are 1/2 of a pant. So yes, 1/2 of a pant. So yes, and I got everything set up. Like I get to, Jessie is always lovely helping cut out these patterns and getting them put together. The only time actors are back here for real is if we're doing measurements or we're making adjustments to their costumes and such. Whenever they come to me at the beginning of a night to get their costume for the season, it's back there in the hallway. Every acting spot throughout the haunt has a designated hook. And so it's just like plug and chug, like.
Yeah! Oh, good night. That was a good one.
Got me.
This room here is really gonna get us all.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
real
trippy as heck.
claustrophobic even.
It
yeah.
is, yeah. It's,
Well, and I mean,
can't
we
wait to
just
hear
make
the
sure that
sounds.
everything goes to use. We make sure our the actors have Gatorade every night, so our Gatorade containers all got painted to look like old school laundry detergents.
heck yeah.
Costumes, whenever they live out their life, they become props.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
So
If
I've
you don't
noticed,
follow the rules, you become props.
right.
right. I've noticed a little bit of a recurring theme through here. What's the Easter egg with the white and blue stripes for folks that aren't picking up on it?
Okay, so after the World War II, there was a thing created called Operation Paperclip. The U.S. government brought over German, Russian scientists and doctors to where they could continue their experimentations and research as long as the U.S. government was allowed to keep it. That's how NASA got started. So we leaned into that whenever we created the storyline of the Bracken Heart Institute. And so to tie in World War II, all of our patients have blue and white striped pajamas, the same thing that were worn in the concentration camps during World War II. It's not something that we make light of. It is something that we lean into as far as trying to expose the horrors of what this world can be. In no way, shape, or form do we condone what happened during World War II or the people who still call themselves Nazis and things. That's not us. You know, we're founders of Haunters Against Hate. We try to accept every people that we can. And I have had questions raised about it, because it is a dark, dark part of history. And that is a dark, dark part of what is truly scary. So that's where we lean a little bit to that. But yeah, in no way, shape, or form do we condone it, do we praise it or anything like that. We're trying to show the true horror.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be some multiple scares coming from different directions in that room, I feel like.
You want another poop snack?
See? Oh, no,
Poop snack.
I'm good on the poop.
Nope, that one looks fresher than
trip.
before.
Hungry.
Right? Yeah.
Very long trip.
Get some protein. Recycling. What the heck is this guy? Is that a lumpkin too?
That's got to be old, right?
So
Is that Distortions?
that is Distortions. I bought that from a little known haunt. Maybe you all have heard of Dent Schoolhouse. But they had a little yard sale and I got that from them.
Oh, nice.
So thanks to those guys. Again, I mean, there's haunt stuff from all haunts everywhere in here.
Mm-hmm.
With any good ginormous research facility, you've got to have heat and power. That's what the furnace was for. And when you have big, huge facility, you also have big, huge rodents.
Yeah.
So you'll meet our rat catcher in this room.
The rat catcher.
All right, next few rooms are under construction. Please be careful. Watch all the corners. Make sure that you
creeping.
don't die.
That we don't
Not
die.
dying is a good thing.
We just become another prop. I'm assuming you're not going to tell us why the floor is squishy.
Now, I sure ain't.
Dang it.
Oh.
Well, it's normally not.
Okay, so
tell you
excluding the
that.
floor, what the heck is going on in here?
I just told you, construction.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
can you just
yeah.
please
No,
watch.
no. Look, there's this weird blob. Look, is that a lumpkin too? Or?
That is Legion. He's one of our
Oh my.
characters.
Good night. Something's
Oh
back
my.
there.
Oh god. That is Legion too.
It's multiplying. Oh no.
Oh my.
So this This room is Mother Lumpkin.
The Mother Lumpkin.
Yes. Basically, she took over one of the rooms, and with her pulsating egg sacs, other lumpkins appear, and that's what we can. Well, you saw the young lady. You know, we got to have something to keep them warm, and then so there you go.
Yep.
You have to something to keep
Gotta
them
incubate them.
Yes.
Oh goodness.
But
Bye.
that's the scientific term.
Yeah.
The Mother Lumpkin scene, the heartbeat that's going on in there, even though that's kind of a horror trope, everybody in utero listens to their mother's heartbeat, and it has a soporific effect that can mellow you out very quickly, which just makes you more vulnerable to what we finna do. My name is Matthew Clayton. I'm an owner, operator, creative executive. Off season, it's all of the things. It's coming up with the cast and the characters, any story that we want to expound on or extract from, and we do all of that with the entire creative team. It's not just mine and Travis's vision. It takes a village. During season, it's turning things on, cross-communicating with all the different departments, making sure that everything looks cool, sounds cool, feels cool, smells cool. I am neurodivergent AF, and sound, I can use sound better than I can use words to describe a feeling or a place. And so even going way back to 7th Street, our first haunt, sound was an important thing that we wanted to get here. So the main focus, and I think the difference now, is that if I do my job right, you shouldn't even know that I've put sound in a place. It just kind of suspends your disbelief so that you can inhabit the world organically, and it disarms you in a way, so that when the scares come, you're like, oh, word, yup. I was like lulled into a false sense of security because I was just walking through a movie scene, I guess. But no, that monster's really coming at me, oh my God. Or, you know. This right here is our sound and light and prop nerve center. Lots of boxes and things. So each one of these is an MP3 player with a built-in amp. We don't need it to be super loud. Most of our rooms are stereo. Goes up to those terminal blocks. Mm-hmm. And you can see they're kind of haphazardly labeled, but there is a system. And then it goes from up those black cables up there and goes out and is dispersed throughout the haunt. So we're able to, we're not the most high-tech haunt. I know a lot of folks have like an app they can just start on their phone and all their stuff comes on, but we have light switches. So that turns on all of the LEDs throughout the whole haunt. These two here turn on all the sound, which I'm going to politely turn back off. These three turn on our 3 prop circuits. And so as an example, we can follow on those labels. It has like a number dash another number, and those pertain to on the support beams where they're getting dispersed. So our closest one is Bay 4.
So that tells you the easiest way to track it if you're having an issue, is that right?
Absolutely. So then it comes to that terminal block up there, which I just kind of did a number on this here to clean it up even more and make it easier to backtrack and follow. Doing it this way and creating closed circuits mean that when we come back to the sound wall in a very DIY punk rock kind of way, I have little switches at each of these so I can turn on and off a single room's lights without having to backtrack a bunch of wires or anything like that. I can just simply interrupt it. And if we want to do blackout events where we have just a few things still lit for safety reasons and things like that, we have that option. To my line of thinking, there's no right or wrong way to do it. I think anybody with any budget and the ability to watch a YouTube tutorial can figure out how to do this. Really for us it was about ease, because I know for a lot of other haunt owners and a lot of folks who try to set up systems like this, they'll have individual MP3 players in each room and they have to spend like an hour and a half just turning their haunt on and off at the beginning and end of every night. And I'm all about not working smarter, not harder, but working a whole bunch really hard up front so that you can be lazy forever after that. And so that was kind of the goal with this, is so that, it's time to get the machine running. And we literally flip, what is it, 4, there's actually 3 props, so 7 light switches and the whole machine is on.
Random
why did that
creepy
door
doors
just
opening
open?
on its own. You wouldn't have had nothing to do with
Oh,
that, would
Emily,
you?
okay. You know, we go ghost hunting so much, I start blending the two together. See? Creepy. Yeah, I love that.
There's that making use of the space stuff again.
Oh, we got to. I mean, you
That's
see a cut through
horrific.
to the laundry
And the
room.
light. Oh my God.
So this is our main lab. Just before you exit the facility, some of our bigger, badder creatures are in here. And one of the things that I really enjoy about it is we don't tell our actors, hey, here's your script, this is what you gotta say, this is what you gotta do. We give them, hey, your name was Buster Brown. You know, you used to be a used car salesman, you got hit in the head, now you're a patient in this place, you're an innocent person, what are you doing here? And you're pleading, please take me, help me, you know, and they just run with that. Then other characters were like, hey, you know, you've been a doctor, your license is all fraud, you know, you've got to act like you know what you're doing, throw some wrong information out that anybody knows and just go with it. And they kind of get to create what that does.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Good
Heck
character development there.
Yeah, and they probably feel more like in tune with the scene because they helped create what's going on in there.
Exactly, yeah. Earlier, some people had said family and home and different things to describe. I mean, it really is just a huge best idea win.
Hi, I'm Emily Messer. I am a makeup manager. I am the makeup manager at American Horrorplex. This is my first season as the makeup manager at this haunt. I help the makeup team get ready for their day. If they have any issues or any questions like that, they can come to me and we can help get those resolved. And I help create all the looks with our costuming and owners for the upcoming season. Being a makeup artist, we create an ambiance for everybody to be fully immersed in the world that we and our owners are creating for everybody. With makeup and costuming working hand in hand, we sit down every season and have a little powwow about how we want everyone to view our new patients, our doctors, how much more they have grown during our off season. We like to keep everything fresh and new. So we have 5 different stages of our patients that are at the Bracken Heart Institute. And so how our lumpkins kind of come into play is the doctors will implant you with a lumpkin. They kind of take over, and each stage is a little different. You'll have stage 1, which is like newly infected. You'll see that with their eyes, with small growths around their bodies, all the way up to completely unrecognizable. You know, we use masks and prosthetic pieces that we make in-house to be able to fully lumpkinify our patients. I think anything involving teeth is really kind of like squeamish. I think they get the fear of like dentist fears and just like your teeth falling out kind of dreams. I would say either that one or a previous makeup that we had was Grandma Paw. And Grandma Paw was definitely a sight to see with the old lady / drag king woman, whatever you wanted to call that character coming at you, always kind of gave people the heebie-jeebies. Or the ick, either one. Alrighty guys, this is the makeup pod at American Horrorplex. Our makeup artists are called American Horror Hounds. We have about 8 to 9 artists a season working, 2 latex workers. When they get done with latex and prosthetics, they go do our hair. When they are dry, they come in here where our airbrush artists, which we can have about 6 to 7 artists in here doing airbrush at a time, will create and finish the look that they started outside. We let all of our makeup artists in here decorate their own station accordingly so it feels a little bit more homey because it can get pretty chaotic in here. So these are just some things that make our artists happy and kind of chill it out. We could have about 5 to 10 people per artist, if not way more than that. And about 6 to 7 artists in here at a time doing makeup. So this is our pod. We hope you like it.
Somebody's got some luggage in here. Now I remember that spot right there.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So what's this say, electric fence?
Yeah, don't touch it.
So what's that mean? It kind of looks like out front. Does that mean we've exited the facility now? Or?
And you're trying to get out because one of the things that you find out while you're waiting to come in is you are experiencing the last 20 minutes of the Brackenhard Institute before it burned to the ground, killing everyone inside.
Oh man. That's why it's all chaotic and
Exactly.
everything is literally...
The alarms have gone off, the creatures are let loose. How do you escape without getting caught in the inferno? Because the worst thing in the world is repetition, and hell, my friends, is repetition.
So we got to get out of this before it burns.
Wait a minute. Oh, what do you got going on here?
I usually am an open book, but I cannot show you on film what is in the next room.
Top secret squirrel stuff. Make sure you come
Not
out
on film.
to American Horrorplex to see it in person this haunt season.
Now,
So now we have to cut it.
yeah. Did you believe it? Right. I know y'all didn't see it at home, but I mean, is that not?
That is pretty crazy.
I agree.
This is our
Something
warehouse.
goes bumping the night back there.
Oh, yeah, sure does.
Wow.
Oh, there's another one down there.
Yep. They're crawling out of the woodwork.
Family.
I'm not sure we escaped.
Ooh, don't
spider
you leave
area.
those spiders alone. Don't
Yep.
touch those. Those are venomous.
So this is the spider
Oh
area.
my god. It's so horrible. We could totally skip this section.
Oh, whatever. Again, construction, weird things. I didn't even know that was there.
Don't mind the dead bodies.
yeah.
But this is our warehouse,
Oh, wow, look at
where
that.
we stored the worst of the worst, where we tried to save the research, but you also have to be able to have a secret way.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And our secret way out is via train.
Train. And
have-
it moves too.
An escape method. So this is like almost like a subway train?
It is. So the actor we've had in here, this room previously is great at what they do, and they cause a lot of damage because they give it their all. So, but yeah, this train, we built it from scratch. Charlie McCauley, I mean, I told him I want to do this thing. He said it can't be done, and he did it.
He did it anyway.
I'm super stoked about that. But this is our big grand finale.
Awesome.
And then we go into where Daddy makes his money, the gift shop.
The gift shop.
Take note.
So our gift shop is a pretty damn good one. We sell photos from just before you come into the haunt. We have merchandise that features some of our characters. We've got multiple t-shirt designs, jewelry, keychains, I mean, just Halloween stuff galore. We've got it all. You want, there's been a lot of folks come in and say, wow, why do you waste your time, waste all the space? Our gift shop brings in a third of all the money that we, bring in. And so it just goes to show that we have happy customers, because mad customers don't spend money.
Right.
Happy ones do. But then whenever you leave the gift shop, you're poured into our end way.
Yeah, show us that.
Well,
I know it's not there right now, but
right
you
this
can
way.
Paint the picture for us there.
Show us the ghostly.
Welcome to the end way.
our end way is what most people call a midway.
The end way.
It's the end way. So we have live animal encounters, beer garden, food vendors, art vendors, drag shows, animal showcases, haunted house monster showcases. We have carnival games. We have a food court where you can sit down. We got places where you can play cornhole. We have got all kinds of cool stuff to do after the show. Because how many of you at home or in your car, at school, watching whatever, however you're watching it, you go, man, that haunted house was great. Let's go talk about it. Let's go eat a cheeseburger and have a beer and just, man, that haunted house was great. Especially when you're the top rated haunted house in the state of Kentucky. But I want you to be able to experience that here with us, with our characters in the background taking pictures with you, where you can have a safe environment with fun music, fun lights, so you don't have to go to Denny's. So you don't have to go and be like, oh, well, my mom's not home. We can come over here and hang out and, spend it here. It's a blast.
If you could pick one word that would define American Horrorplex, what would you pick?
Chaotic, keeping you on your toes.
I mean, home.
Intensity. We definitely try to keep the intensity up all night.
It's hard to just not also say home, but I guess family.
Compelling. Do you want me to expound on it? I thought I got one word. I think in all of our endeavors, of course, we want to tell a good story and a fun story and something but thought-provoking. Something that makes you want to look closer or go through again, or, oh, I saw that in one of the videos, but then I saw it over here and it referred to something else, so now I want to find out what that Easter egg was, or like, I didn't expect that scare to come from there. Why did it come from there? The thought-provoking, compelling, kind of like you want to go deeper down the rabbit hole and see what's down there.
There's not a better cast and crew out here that, works so well together. We're able to collaborate and, do amazing things. So yeah, intensity.
I've been with Travis and Matt, since 2017, since before we were here. I come here every day after work, get a little work done, chill out.
Man, I'm here all the time and it's chaotic like 90% of the time. You never know what you're gonna walk into, so it's, it's always something new. You just gotta roll with the punches and flow with the chaos.
We spend a lot of time with these folks, and I come up here all the time just to hang out, work on something small, just because it's a safe space. It's a space where there's adamant love all the time.
When folks come to the American Horrorplex, what's the feeling that you want them to leave with?
First of all, Tyler, all questions were supposed to go through my attorney. That was not one of them.
I sprung one on you here at the last minute.
No, so whenever you come to the American Horrorplex, I want you to have the expectation that you're going to see something you've never seen before. I want you to have the experience of laughing, screaming, and remembering something. Whenever you leave the American Horrorplex, I want you to be able to say 10 years from now, 20 years from now, remember when we went to that one haunt and that's where I met your mom? Remember when we went to that one haunt and, that's where we got to spend our anniversary. That's where we made something bigger than ourselves and we were a part of it. That's what I want from customers. I don't want to be the scariest haunted house in town. That's not where that is for me. I want to be the most entertaining, and I just want you to have a blast.
Hell yeah.
And you will. You will have a blast, I guarantee it, because we've all come here so many times, but you might also leave with your own lumpkin if you're not careful.
You might leave with your very own lumpkin. Well, for folks that want to learn more about the American Horrorplex, where can they go?
TheAmericanHorrorplex.com. Facebook, American Horrorplex. We've got Instagram, American Horrorplex. Anything that you type in to Google American Horrorplex will involve us more than likely. But yeah, we just have a good time with it. So come find us, come give us your money, spend your time, make experiences, memories that last.